Hello, beautiful souls. I have so many downloads, and I know I need to get the zodiacs out, okay? So don't shoot the messenger. But there's so many messages coming in, and I've been so like busy, and then with the full moon we just had, like it completely like knocked me out, wiped me out. My energy levels are weird. My digestion system is weird. There's a lot going on because, Scorpio full moon, Scorpio rules the lower extremities. That's what it rules over. So there's a lot of stuff going on, for all of us, many of us, like in these areas. But anyways, a lot of messages, and I don't know what the title is of this reading yet. You'll know, obviously. But this is just going to be like a short message, a channeled message with some message cards. From like with divine masculine and with divine feminine, but primarily, masculine to feminine. Because this collective energy that I'm tuning into, this is masculines who have been in a third party karmic partnership, some kind of partnership. And even if your person's not in, like, it's not a physical person, it still will maybe resonate. But this message is for that. This message is for, divine counterparts that had karmic knots, karmic, contracts, things like that they had to dissolve, and they had to, ascend from and ascend through. So this masculine, whoever this masculine is, I just keep getting, they're done. They are done. It's done. It's over. It's like the vault doors have been shut. It's a vault. It is, you're not getting in there again. It's not happening again. We are over. So this masculine is going through some kind of an ending. Now, please keep in mind that the energy is, time is an illusion, energy is fluid, all that stuff, right? So this might be for you, but maybe it happens like a month away, 2 months away. Could be happening for a lot of you guys. Right now is hot. Like, I don't know, like whatever's happening with the astrology. I'm not an astrologer. I tune into it, but I go off of just what I feel and what I'm receiving. And this is what I'm receiving today, is someone who's like, I'm receiving, like, it's taken a long time for me to get to this place of surrender. It's taken this masculine a long time to really, what's the word? Like to surrender and to own up to everything and to go, you know what? I'm the problem. Like, I'm the one allowing this. I'm the one staying in this. I'm the one, people pleasing. I'm the one paying for everything. I'm the one, being, energetically drained. And so it's like a lot of, and so it's basically self-love. So this is a masculine who's like choosing self-love. And the feminine has been reflecting self-love. So the feminine has been mirroring self-love because, and so this masculine has been really feeling that. They've been watching it. They've been watching feminine's, growth, ascension, how the feminine has shifted, and they're just like a goddess. What else can I say? So we have a first card right here. Are you kidding me? Are you guys, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm just tripping out. This happened yesterday in my reading that I did yesterday for the it was for the twin flame. It's a twin flame reading. And the twin flame reading, it was, sorry, my landlord's out on a tractor because a bunch of goats got out across the street. So I texted him, and anyway, so I just saw him. I just did a reel over on Instagram literally like 30 minutes ago. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, go over there. I post all kinds of stuff. I share in my stories. I do readings, things like that. So GypsyCowgirlTarot with the blue check mark, meta verified. Okay. This is the card. I was channeling, just like I'm channeling right now, I was just channeling for the message, the little 3-minute reel. And at the very end of the channeled message, which is connected to this message, it's the same. This is the card that came out. Whoa. When that happens, like if you're someone who's like learning tarot and you're like becoming a reader, or you're like, learning your craft in that way. Sorry, I have like my cat's hair just all over my hat and I can see it in my peripheral. When you get like the repetition like that, pay attention to that. It's not a coincidence. not a coincidence. This masculine, you know what they're saying to you? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I am manifesting my awoken future. Meaning, I know I'm going through a spiritual awakening. Meaning, like, and even if they're not like consciously like, oh, I'm going through a spiritual awakening, they probably won't use the term twin flame. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. They just feel it. They know it. Okay. So that's all that matters. It doesn't matter. And any divine feminines watching this, like if you're someone who, you know, you're like, oh, to the masculine, like we're twin flames and oh, this is, you know, it's going to freak them out. Okay. Like if they don't, I'm telling you, don't do that. Like be very feminine, empress, like soft. Like it's not in your face. Like, oh, like, you know, it's like, it's a receiving. You receive your masculine. You receive the masculine and you hold that space of the grounded, anchored, you know, feminine frequency, and you receive them with, you know, compassion and love and understanding, you know, that kind of a thing. Okay. Not like, oh my God, you're back. You're my twin flame. Did you know we're twin flames? Like, do you even know that? You know, it's like, they're going to be like, oh, shoo, I'm gone again. Okay. So just FYI. This masculine is manifesting their awoken future, and you are with me. So they're saying, feminine, all I'm thinking about and everything that's been like running through my mind and what I'm manifesting with my third eye and from my heart and soul is you with me. I'm fantasizing. I'm dreaming about it, daydreaming about it. You know, I'm driving to work. I'm, you know, at work on a job. I'm doing this or whatever they do, you know, and I'm thinking of you. I hear a song that plays. I catch the clock, 11:11. Everything is you, feminine. And I'm manifesting you in my new life. Like when I think of my future, I see you with me together as one. I hope you're still open to me. I hope you're still open to me. Bottom of the deck. You bring up so much emotion within me. I can't help but feel it. This Scorpio full moon was an emotional roller coaster. And it's deep emotion with the scorpionic energy. Deep, deep stuff. A lot of also deep emotional shadow purging and feeling that again too. You know what I mean? So there's this, you know what I mean? There's both sides of it, you know, but either way, it's great. It's for the highest good. It's balancing. It's creating, it's moving shit out. You need space for, like, things like that. Like, you bring up so much, meaning when I'm fantasizing, when I'm thinking about you, because I'm manifesting my awoken future, I see with enlightened eyes. I'm listening to my intuition rather than logic and people around me. I'm hearing someone around this person, like, telling them, maybe a family member, a mother, a sibling, a good friend, like, go for it. Like, go for it. Go for it. Like, you've never forgotten about this person. Like, you know, you have an opportunity to do something. Like, you know, life is short. It's like that. So maybe they're talking to someone, you know, about this, you know, like sharing, like, you know, they're opening up. Like, I need an outlet. I need a container. I need a safe space where I can talk, where I can share, where I can get advice, you know. It's like that. Okay. 8 minutes in. So again, this isn't going to be a very long one, but I just needed to like get this out. So third party is over. It's done. Masculine energy, please, coming through. Is there anything, can we get a card about this third party? It's over. A lot of these masculines, interesting. I'm getting a lot of pain right here in my neck, like just out of nowhere. A lot of these masculines, they've been in situationships. We'll just call it that. And for a lot of them, it's been, they've been having a difficult time detaching and shifting and changing and transforming from the material 3D world that they've been living in. So with a partner, a karmic party, you know, a family, maybe they're married and have children, you know, that's not easy. It's not easy to just go, well, you know, I've gone through an awakening and I feel different and I don't want this anymore. So bye. Yes, at the end of the day, is that what basically happens? Yeah, it is. You know, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult. You guys, like 80% of my clients, over the past like year and a half, many of my clients are in this position, whether they're a feminine or a masculine. People are waking up big time right now. New earth, new eyes, new perspective, new desires, new passions. Also, old passions, things like that. I said daydreaming and all that, okay? Like, I'm telling you, this is strong manifestation. That's what I mean. That's why I'm here right now. This person is, something is over in their life, and they want you to know that. Something is done, and they want you to know that. They regret not telling you how they felt before, but that's okay. Listen, everything in divine timing. If this is a true divine connection for you, and this is someone who held back before, that was a blessing. That was for a purpose. That was divine guidance from the higher self saying, no, don't say anything right now. It was also ego and fear, but there was also some form of divine, like, no, not right now. Anyways, bottom of the deck. I feel guilty for loving you and for daydreaming, but I know you are where I belong. I know you're where I belong. So I feel guilty because I go home and, I sleep next to someone else at night, but I feel guilty because I am not in that vibration and free. It's, when you're in a karmic partnership, right? And one person starts an awakening and the other is still like very, they're in that lower consciousness. It becomes a great division, and it just keeps dividing you more and more and pulling you apart further and further because there's an extreme frequency disconnect. It's two different radio stations, like not even, it's one person's on FM and the other's on AM, and it's just static in between. This is them gushing and adoring and honoring and, the divine feminine. They see the feminine in her glory and truth. This is big. You are so unique and divine. I have felt inferior and not good enough for you, so I stayed away. But I am seeing that I am also divine, and we are equals. You see that? You see that? Spiritual awakening. I see I'm a soul having a human experience. I'm feeling different. Like, this is someone who knows that you are where they belong, is what they feel. You are home, is what they feel. I'm also picking up and receiving a deep regret for letting so much time pass between you guys, but again, it's nobody's fault. There's no blame game. I mean, we're not karmic. We're not talking about karmic partnerships. We're talking about elevated, high conscious, hieros gamos, divine, holy, sacred matrimony, sovereign unions, kingdom spouse. So it's exactly what I just said about the divine interference and how before. So it's like they have these regrets, but on a higher level, it's like everything happened between you guys the way it was meant to happen. There's no picking at the bones, and you know what I mean? It just happened the way that it is. It's fine. Everything plays out the way that it should. If you're feminine and your heart is still open, which most of you guys are, you're here, you're open, you're like, what's going on? You're getting the energy check-ins, you're getting confirmation about your own gifts, intuition, energetic signals, everything that you're receiving from this masculine, that you feel, that you're picking up on. And that signs and synchronicities are, right? Okay, you guys. I have a few decks that I've created, message decks for these kinds of connections, and I put a lot of I channel the messages when I create them, right? So they're deep. They're deep. And yes, I will be creating my oracle decks and tarot decks and all that. So my second channel is coming, and with the birth of that, It's opening up more gates. It's just, this is a time of the gates and the doors and the paths and the portals. It's open. Everything's open. Like, I want that. I want this. I want that. Okay, I'm doing this. It's like that, right? So I'm just sharing because yay, I'm excited. But anyways, I will be creating these to purchase. So you guys can purchase and pull your own cards and get these messages for your own personal situations outside of a collective energy. This person says this to you. You. My God, you. It's like that. It's like that. You take my breath away. You scare the shit out of me. Because and I've said this many times, but it's like the masculine literally sees and feels the feminine as an angel. Earth angel. You're an angel. Like, you're an angel that was sent to me from the heavens. And the masculines, for a long time, they were beating themselves up. It's just a lot of their trauma, right? They were beating themselves up for losing the feminine, for holding back, not speaking their truth. Like, they wanted to. It was here. It was right here. Like word vomit. But it took everything they could to hold back and not say anything. I'm getting a moment for some of you guys, this is not going to be for everyone, where what I'm being shown is a feminine and masculine, like hugging and like kissing, and they're saying goodbye. They're parting ways. I don't know, for whatever reason, but they're parting ways, and the masculine is like, I want to say I love you so much. I want to tell them I love them. I want to tell them I love them. I just want to say it. I love this. Like, you know, but they held back, and that's one of their biggest regrets ever. You know, and again, it's fine. They'll tell you they love you now. That's for sure. But, you know, this is the kind of stuff that they'll share if that resonates with you. Anyways, you are my true north, my destiny. True north is your destined soul path. You are my true north. You are my way shower. You are the one who led me back home. And that's what this card is about. You are my true north. The one who has led me back to my truest self. Thank you, amor. Thank you. Through your ascension journey, feminine, the masculine is going, thank you. Thank you for existing and doing all the things that you've done, for giving me space, for, you know, for holding space and love, like for rising up and healing, for showing me and embodying what self-love and self-worth and ascension and these journeys like look like. Thank you. You are my way shower. You are my guru. You are my priestess, my goddess, my empress, my queen. So power couple. This is a major, 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 major new earth power couple. And that's why, because the holy, like the scarlet, okay, so the rose codes, we're going to the Magdalene lineage right now. The scarlet rose codes of the Magdalene lineage that connect to divine union, for divine union, they are activated upon earth at this time. It's like they all went off. And so those codes that lie dormant or have been dormant within these masculines, if they connect in that way, and these feminines, it's just gonna boom. And everyone's like, I want love. I want authenticity. I want real. I don't want fake. I don't want false matrix. I don't want 3D karmic situation shit. I want deep. I want meaningful. I want true north. I want soul. I want forever. I want eternity. I want, you know, it's like that. Because that's who we are. Okay. So I love you guys. To book one of, you know, to work with me one-on-one or book one of my services, you can find the info in the description box below. And what else? We are going to France, southern France. Speaking of Magdalene, we're going to France and we are doing a beautiful Magdalene Codex retreat, vacation, initiation, and it's also a sacred certification you'll get certified with who I'm co-hosting with, Stellar and John. They are in Hyros Gamos beloved union. John is a walk-in soul. He came here and he took over another man's body, and that's a thing that happens, but it's because It's a contract between souls. It's a soul swap, but it's a contract between souls. So John is a walk-in soul, and he came here to be with Stellar and to be her masculine, her protector, her warrior, her anchor, her, you know, all these things as she could rise and do her work. And he's there holding that space with her, protecting her through it, etc. It's just so beautiful. So I feel just beyond honored and blessed that they are my soul family, and that we were guided to meet each other a few years ago, and we've been working and connecting together ever since. I've been a part of Stellar's Magdalene Mystery School. A lot of her sacred teachings, which are she is literally, you guys, and I know this sounds like crazy, and I don't want it to sound pompous in any way, that I'm saying this with humble and extreme humility. There is nobody else walking on the earth that is truly teaching the ancient, that are billions of years old, Magdalene codexes and teachings, but Stellar is. Can people channel Magdalene and all these things and do it? Absolutely, and it's beautiful. And we all have our role, but I'm telling you, she's like next level. Okay, so, and she's the most beautiful, like sweetest, kindest soul, you know. She truly emanates the Divine Mother and the Magdalene Rose frequency for sure. It's like every time I connect with her on Zoom, because they live in France. They moved to southern France this past year. They were in Ireland. Every time I connect with her and him, especially when they're together on a Zoom, the energy is so electric and magnetic. It's just buzzing, and everything's vibrating. Like, it's just crazy. So, yeah, so if you're interested, it's pinned below in the comments, okay? I think that's it. All right, so let's get a couple tarot cards here. Can we get... This is where the masculines are right now. That's where they've been. It's a 9. It's done. It's over. It's the end. It's the end. This is the end. My only friend. The end. The doors. That's it. The right now, the masculine has made friends with the end. They're making friends with completion. They're making friends with the end. But specifically, this message is for someone who's been in a karmic third party, a relationship, an engagement, a marriage, you know, whatever it is, you know. And for some of you guys, like I said, it could be your third party might be, you know, this person's ego. It could be this person's pain and trauma. Like, they push people away and it's just who they are, and they're, you know, and they've been stuck in that for their entire life. It could be a drug addiction or alcohol or, you know, other things, right? So but specifically this download was for someone who's been in a third party. This is over. And that over message has been coming through. Yeah, I'm moving forward. I'm moving on. I'm getting out of this, like, just chaos. It's just chaos. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune showed up on the bottom of the deck. That is destiny. It's expansion and growth, and, you know, making, like, it's a turning point. It's a turning point. This is a turning point. The masculine they're at a turning point right now. And again, think timelines, you guys. Not everyone's on the same timeline. That's impossible, right? So for some of you guys, maybe this happens in July or June, or, you know, maybe this already happened a week ago. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt. 23:23 on the timer. Thank you, my beautiful brother. My brother, my youngest brother, transitioned 9 years ago in a car accident, and he's one of, like, he is a very, he sits on the High Council of Archangel Michael's order of Blue Ray angels, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so he's special. But 23 and 18 are very special numbers that connect to him. So when I see 23:23, I think of him. But the numbers break down to 5/5. So, you know, maybe you have loved ones in heaven. Speaking of my brother, like, maybe you have loved ones in the spiritual realm. I don't want to say maybe you do. It's your ancestors. It's your grandfather, your grandparents, your friend. Maybe you had a friend that passed. I mean, my whole life, you guys, like, since I was, like, a teen, the first, like, really crazy death, like, death has always been around me. I've experienced a lot of loss, a lot of death. I've lost 3 friends, good friends, to suicide. I found my grandmother passed away in bed. Okay, like, and this is important because, and then my brother passed away after my grandmother. My brother died in an accident 3 months later. So it's just been, like, boom, like, crazy. And I'm actually someone where I'm not, like, freaked out by mortality. I know what's on the other side. It's beautiful. Like, it's freedom. I'm not freaked out by mortality or death. And I'm someone that can like, you know, I could have been a surgeon, we'll say that. Like I could see blood and things and I'm not like gonna faint, you know, like I can handle it. I have a strong stomach for it. And that's because of my past lives. That's because of my past lives. Why is all of this important? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we have cards here. Hold on. Okay. Let me get back to why I was saying that though. Because of trauma. I know it started because I was talking about my brother, but it's because of trauma. Everything I just spoke of was trauma. Big trauma for me. Big grief. Big shadow work. Big healing work. On top of everything else. And that message, what I just said right now, that message goes for both feminine and masculine. There's been a lot of trauma. I'm talking power couple. Changing this world. Anchoring and gritting in your love frequency, union frequency into the earth plane as one. Locked in. That's how I see it. You come together and the light ignites. Going out everywhere. And then you're locked into it's the earth grid. And then you activate, boom, all of this love frequency, healing frequency, everything, okay? Especially if it's a twin flame. If it's twin flames have a very specific mission here. Whether they come together in physical 3D union or not, both twins have very powerful mission here and a mission together, okay? But you guys know how that goes with free will and everything, right? But that's why, because twin souls carry, like, it's different. It's different, you know, and that's why twin souls have very, very heavy karma. Because they're very ancient souls that are very high frequency, masterful souls that can handle it. Even though their human self feels like, I can't handle this, their soul goes, yes, we can. We came here to conquer this. This addiction, that's nothing. Do you remember those, 15 different times you died in a dungeon and starved to death in the freezing cold and no one fed you and you were locked up for an entire year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5? Right? So it's like that. So, and that's what this is. So you guys, both feminine and masculine, that's what's been going on. Is like these tests and initiations and what you've been going through. It's been like anchoring you in. It's been making you like heal and ascend, but it's also been testing your strength. You're mastering the evolution of your soul. You're mastering why you came here. And this right here is beautiful because this right here is the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter energy. Speaking of true north, it's like Jupiter is like having like a face off with the North Node or they're conjunct or some shit. I don't know. But I love Chris Corsini. I don't know. I follow him on Instagram. He's an astrologer and he's a legit, like, I love his astrology. He's so badass and on point and funny too. But Chris Corsini. And so he was talking about it on Instagram earlier today, I believe, or yesterday. I don't know. For some people, it's like if you're out of alignment with this, like right now at this time, especially with that transit, it's like if you're out of alignment, it's going to be very, like, you're going to be squeezed into alignment because it's almost like coming face to face with destiny, your point of destiny and like your destined path and your true north and soul path and all that. But like if you're still like resisting, then you're going to get hit. And then it's going to be all the shadow stuff that comes up, Pluto or with the Pluto energy that's going on right now in retrograde and then like with this transit. But it's with the North Node and that's true north. So it's all about your soul path. But there could be stuff that comes up and it could feel like, but it's like to push you into your destined path. Okay, but anyways, Jupiter with the North Node thing, it's like expansion mansion. Someone loves you. They love you. They love you. Okay? And, I say this with love, but I have to be honest, like with the energy that I tune into and I pick up on, right? I would say about 10%, probably about 10% of, the energy that I feel that like comes to this channel, maybe 5-10%. It's still low vibrational, like meaning they watch the videos, but it's like, it's the ego that's watching the videos and they're like, I want this and this is me, but it's not actually, you know what I mean? But my point with all this is that most of you guys tuning in, that's what I meant. It's only like 5-10%, but I have to say it because it's true. And I feel it. I see it with my third eye and everything. I feel everything on this channel, you know? It's me. It's an extension of me. So those of you guys that, you know, aren't in that energy, which like I said is the majority, this is huge. Page of Wands. This is a masculine who's like, I want to have a fun summer. Or I want to cozy up with you this winter. Because I know it's winter, you know, fall, winter in the Southern Hemisphere and blah, blah. So, but this is like, I'm going to say summer because we're in the summer. I want to have a hot summer. I want to lay by the pool with you. I want to go to the beach to you. I want to like lay on the beach. I want to lay on the beach and have sex with you. Like, it's like that, you know. Oops, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. And it was 333, right? When I said that and I saw that. Okay, so it's like, I'm ready. Fuck it. That's literally, it's like, F it. Like, I'm just going to send the message. I'm going to do it. There's a bravery here. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know. This, I don't know. Feeling like fortunate, feeling like, yeah, like I'm ready. Walking away from the third party, see? But it's someone who walked away before, or like you walked away, whatever. This is a happy reunion of soulmates. It's also like seeing each other, coming together, or talking, communicating. The Hierophant. Spirit is guiding this. Spirit is guiding this. The higher self is guiding this, okay? All right. So, I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for everything, and I will see you soon. Bye.